This week you win an orb chromatic aberration in minimum wear condition. To enter like every week, like, comment and subscribe, and link to the posting on my Discord server, linked below. Thanks! Deadlock, or previous project name stolen from me, Neon Prime, will most likely be the next game Valve is going to release. There is a lot of speculation, discussion and leaks going around on the internet right now.
The game government and no getting one in the sample, not give my 3D. What the fuck?
But this is not what I want to talk about. You can find way more videos on leaks, hidden gameplay features and conspiracy theories and how this is all linked to the Illuminati in other videos. I want to talk about what the release could mean for Counter-Strike, its community, and how this, a new Valve game, can influence Counter-Strike skins and their prices. Also, there might be some big opportunities that you do not want to miss. After this message of skinsmonkey.com. Skinsmonkey is an automated CSGO bot trading site. They offer a huge amount of skins to instantly trade to, 24/7 live chat support, and a 35% bonus on every cash deposit. With a referral code NEON, you can get a free up to $5 bonus on your first trade when exchanging items worth at least $100. So like you can see here, I've calculated a little bit and found this cool deal on Skinsmonkey. I also used my $5 bonus. I just selected these 5 items out of my inventory for these 2 gut knife safari meshes field tested. I even got some leftover balance on the side, which I can use for my next trade. The 2 gut knives were on trade logs, so I just saved them onto the side, but some days later I could just withdraw them to my Steam, and as you can see here, I've got a really good upgrade and with my bonus code also a really good deal. So check out Skinsmonkey right now. Link to the site with my bonus code is in the description. Short disclaimer before we start. The information on the game is still very limited, so take everything I say with a big grain of salt. Thanks! So, with more and more information coming out, a closed alpha being hosted with over 1,000 players, and some confirmed stuff from Valve, it is clear the next Valve game will be Deadlock, and will be some team-based hero shooter with MOBA and tower-based elements, something like Overwatch but hella on drugs from League of Legends. Looking at the current state of the game, it is clear that it won't be released tomorrow, but also that it is not too far from being finished. Valve is known to not make big announcements like ducking Bethesda, which released like a trailer for a game, and like 5 years later there's still nothing else.
Welcome to
Bethesda Game Studios.
Today, we are going to teach you how to sleep on the job. Place your forehead against your computer monitor with your hand on your mouse so the unsuspecting employer or your fellow coworkers think you are hard at work on that new proposal.
Valve is the classic, you don't know what they are doing, and suddenly there's a new game coming out next Friday. And I think that will be the same with Deadlock. There will be more and more leaks, some speculation, people will forget about it, same with CS2 and Source 2, and suddenly, boop, open beta. Looking at the art and gameplay style of the game, and the fact that it is a Valve game, it is very likely that the game will be free to play and will generate money by an item and skin system, which will most likely be included from the beginning of the open beta, or at least at full release, and will be pretty similar to the ones we have in Dota 2, TF2 and Counter-Strike 2. Because all of them have really successful in-game items and are all free to play. Combine that with the trading possibility and the loot boxes, of course. So in short, a new money printer for Valve, cool tools for trading people like us, and a hell for every lawyer that tries to regulate that. Which would really surprise me if Valve is not adding this as fast as possible into their newest game too, in a similar fashion. And this will have lasting effects, not only within its own game. Number 1. No matter how successful Deadlock is, it will take players away from Counter-Strike, similar than we have seen with Valorant. It has skins, but you cannot trade or sell them, so it did not have that massive of an effect on the game and skin prices, like many people had feared, but it still resulted in a temporary lower demand for Counter-Strike skins, which lowered the value of them. How long that effect will be with Deadlock, and of course how big, is solely up to how many and how long it can lead players to play Deadlock instead of Counter-Strike. Number 2. If Deadlock has its own in-game shop, which is very likely, or even if the game itself costs money, this will lead to people selling their CS2 skins to spend the money onto the new game. To be honest, I think it's really fucking unlikely that Deadlock will cost something, because free-to-play has been a really big money business for Valve since the beginning. But there's still a possibility, you know, and it doesn't matter in my opinion, because I think when the game is free-to-play and it will be released with in-game items or something like cases, people will spend more money after the release than if it would cost something. So expect the market to have a little bit of a crash compared to the release of a new Counter-Strike operation. And again, how big and how long this effect will last is depending on how successful the game will be, so it will be pretty hard to see. But don't forget guys, in every market a crash is bad for people that have skins, but also a big opportunity if you, for example, want to invest into it. We cannot predict how good the game will be, but I think the chance that it will kill Counter-Strike and all skins will go to zero is comparable low, so maybe also see that as a good opportunity as a Counter-Strike trader. Or maybe in the future also a Deadlock trader, because the items there could be the new cut to 2014s in like 8 years. Number 3, with Deadlock introducing new in-game items with a trading and selling functionality via Steam, it is very likely that within a few weeks we will have the same third-party services like we have with Counter-Strike skins. I'm talking about ducking marketplaces here, ducking trading sites, ducking bot trading sites, blah 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 blah, you know the whole drill, and most likely have seen the rise of them all. I remember when PUBG was released on Steam, it took only days until something like trading on trading sites, for example on Trade2G, you could trade your PUBG skins for Counter-Strike skins directly, like they still have with Dota 2 or Rust, for example. But also bad actors like gambling or scamming came up, which resulted in the closure of the trading functionality after the owners realized what the fuck they have done. But as Valve is behind Deadlock, and Valve is also behind all the other games like TF2, Dota 2 and CS2, which has been the center of scandals like gambling and scamming since the beginning, trading is still possible and all the bad things kinda too. It is really unlikely that they will take a similar route in their new game and not just make a new Valorant where you can trade or sell any of your items. This will also bring a really interesting question. What do you think will happen upon the release of Deadlock and its items? There are like 2 possibilities. First, all the items there will have the same restrictions as Counter-Strike 2 skins. Like you could rent the newest case, 7-day trade logs after items be traded, and the items are 10 days invisible for newly traded items. Or, because they are not forced by it and TF2 items, for example, are still instantly tradable with nothing at all. I think both is possible, as TF2 is still very free of rules. I mean, if there are still no rules in TF2, why should you just rule your newest game too? And Valve is known to only take action when shit is really hitting the fan. I am not talking about one little ducking monkey throwing a little chunk at it, okay? No, full 5 firefighter squads pouring a lot of shit onto the fan, okay? Like this high-class lawsuit they had, which resulted in a 7-day trade log and them cracking down on gambling. So, in my opinion, it's like a 80% chance that they will release Deadlock skins without any trading limitations. But we'll see. And the last thing it will bring, and the most exciting thing in my opinion, a whole new trading market, skin community, and whole new economy. That's a lot of E's. Community, economy. God, I hope my mom never sees this. No matter if the game flops or dethrones Counter-Strike as the new #1 shooter, if the game has in-game items with a trading functionality, there will be a whole new world of selling, buying, and of course trading in all of its forms and glory. And as I have always been trading items in any video game where that is possible, no matter if you can cash that out and make money with it or not, I am really looking forward exploring the possibilities. Also be aware that if the game releases, and looking at the game right now, there's a good chance it will not be like Counter-Strike where you only have cosmetic items. Something like TF2. Those items really give you stats in the game, or are a little bit more creative when it comes to the cosmetics. Not only weapons or gloves, for example, like different animations, maybe whole tops and trousers and I don't know, pets, keychains, we don't know. But the possibilities are endless there, and I hope that Deadlock will make a good shop there. And yeah, what do you think about the new game, and what do you think of the item market and the possibilities it might create? Will you straight jump into Deadlock trading, or will you like stay with Counter-Strike because you just know and love it? Leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to join the game with my boys. I am Daddy Neon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Call me Daddy.